Happy New Year. I hope this year wasn't too rough and you still feel blessed regardless. I'm just out here checking out some stuff and dreaming, deluding myself maybe, delusional. The garden is going to be up here. I'm going to start on it next month. I'm going to try to grow what I can outside. Our winters here are normally very mild. We just had an aberration Christmas weekend. It got very cold. But here I'm just like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? I can't focus. I can't control the weather, but I can control what I do or not do. And this is all packed clay. So we need to bring in truckloads of compost and do some raised beds for starters. Eventually all that will get cleared and I'll start phasing out. We park on this side over here, so you can see. So most of us come up and park where it's more level and not be hanging out on that slope. But you can see this is all packed clay, so definitely need to bring in compost. And I've got plenty of mulch I can use. I got to learn to use the tractor. I've got another big project. I will soon be 58, but for my 60th birthday, I want a root cellar and possibly a Wallapini attached to that root cellar, and I want it to be accessed from our house. I do not want to go out into the weather to access the root cellar or the Wallapini. I want to be able to go, and I would like an addition over that as a our house layout is just weird. Anyway, that's another problem. But we will get the greenhouse up here, and the tree, my husband was talking about cutting down all the trees over here. That one is it forks 3 different ways right there. So that's never a safe thing, a good thing for a tree to do. It needs to, it's always going to have a problem of leaning. Those forks will always lean, and if something happens, if the tree dies or gets sick, those things will fall. So you want it to be all one straight thing, if possible. There's some more trees that need dealing with, but not in the way of anything. But you don't want to do that once you get other things in the way, like a greenhouse. So my husband's project, but that may help haul some of the compost. My husband's father built that when my husband was a toddler. So that, yeah, it's pretty neat. But he's going to try to fix it, and we're going to try to take it out on the lake. All sorts of dreams. The chickens will be used. I'll use the smaller 4-foot by 4-foot coops and set them out here to work on the ground and take care of things before I put the compost on it. So that's something I can do even tomorrow. So we got all the 3 roosters here, 1 rooster with the harem. And I want to build steps over here. Somewhere, right in this area. So when I come out, I can come up this way. You know, that's not a big thing. And if I need to use the wheelbarrow or the tractor, I'll have to come up this way. But that's not a big issue. My tool, my husband was talking about where to put my tool shed. And I think that's not a bad spot right there. And all that has to be cut, and then we got to find if any of the apples trees, Fuji apple trees, survived, the pomegranate trees, if they survived, if my persimmon tree survived. The chestnuts should have, but I've noticed some things with the chestnuts, because normally, like my other chestnut trees at the other property, they dropped all their leaves. That's not normal. They hold their leaves until spring. When the new leaves come out, then the old leaves drop. But I guess the weather was that harsh that they just dropped them. And that has me concerned. But nothing I can do about that. So what can I do? I have potatoes started. It's too soon. Yes, it is. I know, but I just had, I couldn't resist. I will soon start getting some seeds started. I have green onions growing all year round. I need to clean up all the containers and get them moved up here. So I've got a lot to do. And of course I will have to come up this way. That's not a problem. But thank you for joining me. And I am also looking, if you would tell me, there are so many professional YouTubers. I'm calling them professional because either they hired someone to edit and or even film them and then edit and upload and do all that stuff. Or they're doing it on a big scale. I am just recording on my phone, and most of the time I don't even edit. I just put it up. So it's a one-take thing, as you can see. I'm looking for other channels with, I guess, old people doing this, or young. And I like the bad thing of that is I don't want to do things the way old people have been doing them. My generation, previous generation, even the generation after me. I would like to learn new methods, new ways of doing things. One of my swans is down. I've been meaning to pick her up. But, whoops, I need to anchor. But the angel's anchored. And I need to do some more. I want to put some more and have things grow on them. So the projects, all sorts of stuff coming up. But the channels, I'm looking for channels that aren't so intimidating to watch, not a professional channel. I don't, if I want to watch TV, I can look up gardening shows on stream a gardening show that's professionally done with all sorts of information. I want to see how, I just want to feel like I'm visiting somebody, not watching TV. So if you have channels like that or know of channels like that, I would love to know more, because a lot of my favorite YouTubers are no longer on YouTube. Kind of breaks my heart to lose that contact after so many years, seeing what they're doing. Like Michigan Snow Pony, love her channel. Someone stole it and they've been posting all these weird. Anyway, but I think she's moved on to something else. But she has had a wonderful channel. So I'm looking for more of that. I'd be greatly appreciated if you would lead me in the right direction there. And again, thank you for joining me. Be a blessing and be blessed.